whenever we think about the why elements react, why chemical compounds are formed. So simple concept is because the elements want to complete their octet, or we can say elements want to attain the stable configuration or stable state or state of noble gas. Therefore, they react by two methods, either by loss and gain of electron, another is sharing of electron. So you can see a compounds of carbon in this, how they react. So all the compounds of carbon, they are found by sharing of electrons. And we know sharing of electron always form covalent bond, and compounds which are found by the sharing of electrons between the elements are called as covalent compounds. Let us take example of carbon. So its atomic number is 6 and its electronic configuration is 2, 4. This is K shell and this is called as L shell. So the last valence shell or last shell is the L shell. Its capacity, K shell has electron maximum 2 capacity and the capacity of L shell is 8 electrons. So now, but here carbon has only 4 electrons. So carbon need 4 more electron to complete the L shell and become stable. But how it will do? How carbon will achieve that 4 electron to reach this state? So there are two mechanisms by which carbon can do that. Mechanism one is, we can say, loss and gain of electron. Loss and gain of electron. Fine. In this, if carbon taking, suppose is it is losing this 4 electron. Suppose carbon losing 4 electrons, and so when it lose 1 electron, so this become carbon 1 positive. Here it will remain 3 electron for carbon 1 positive, and when this carbon 1 positive further remove 1 electron, this become carbon 2 positive, and this carbon 2 positive will be like this. What we are doing, we are trying to vacant this L orbital. Okay, L orbital, L shell. This carbon 2 plus further remove 1 electron, and this become carbon 3 plus. Carbon 3 plus we can say. So carbon 3 plus will have 2, 1. If this carbon lose one more electron, so carbon 4 plus will have this one, no electrons. So if this one further remove one electron, this become carbon 4 positive. Now remember this, these 4 positive electrons, as we are removing 1, 2nd, 3rd, 4th electron, we should know to remove the electron, huge energy required. To remove electron, huge energy required to push electron outside this L shell. And remember, most important point, when first electron is removing this one and to get this C plus positive, second electron is a very tough job, because once the electron is comes out from the carbon and this carbon become carbon positive. Now this situation will be there will be 5 electrons. So these 3 electrons will be tightly held by the nucleus of carbon, and the energy will be more. The energy required to remove this second electron to become C2 plus will be very high compared to first one. So suppose E1 is here, E2 is here, E3 is here, and here E4 energy. So E1 is very less, then E2 is very high, and E3 is very high, and E4 will be very much higher. E4 will be very much higher. Means it is impossible, we can say, remember, it is impossible to remove this 3, 2, 1, 4 electrons. It is not possible. So this loss concept will be ruled out for carbon. Means we cannot remove the electron from carbon. What is the gain concept? How carbon achieve that idea, we will see now. So by losing, it is not possible because huge amount of energy required to remove the electron. Let us try for gain. Suppose this carbon having the 4 electron. Suppose it is taking 1 electron. So we know when electron received by carbon, it get 1 negative charge. And here also we can say this become 5. Okay, this become 5, and that is what carbon become minus. Carbon become minus 1. And our aim is to make it what 8 electrons. Now see again, one more electron will be added, and this carbon become 2 minus, right? It's become 2 minus, and this electron becomes 6, and it is carbon 2 minus. When we go for carbon 3 minus, suppose I am writing here, if you take plus one more electron going to add, so carbon 3 minus, so we can write carbon 2 and 7 electron. Let us add one more electron. If you add one more electron, so this carbon become 4 minus. So I can write carbon become 4 minus and 2 comma 8 electron. Now see, by loss it will take 4 plus, and by gain it will take 4 minus. Now you see, carbon is a very small element, and if it carry 4 minus charge by accepting electrons from another element such as the metal, it is very much impossible for a carbon to have this 4 minus charge. Reason is reason is always remember, whether taking of electron or losing of electron, in both the cases element needs energy. Elements needs energy, because once electron is accepted by carbon, repulsive forces will be developed. Because already there are 6 electrons, one we have added, so repulsive force will develop. So we have to increase energy which should cross or overcome repulsive forces. Then we can add a second electron. So remember, this is also not possible for a carbon. So neither loss of electron concept is okay, neither gain of electron concept is possible for carbon. What is left? What is left? This is not possible at all. So sharing of electron. So sharing of electron will be always, this is the second and last option. First option was gain and loss concept. Second option is sharing of electron. Now see, now sharing of electron, what is sharing of electron? If we have a carbon, and here this is the last shell, valence shell, say it is the L shell, it is L shell. So how many electrons? 4 electrons. So I can write 1, 2, 3 and 4 electrons. There are 4 electrons. It required 4 electrons, more 4 electrons to complete its octet. So how we can do this? How this can do this? So we will discussing now compounds of carbon. So this carbon can form, see, one more point we can extract from this 4 dots. As it need 4 more electron to complete the octet, one more point we can say here, carbon, how many bonds can be formed by carbon? The number of bonds formed by any element is equal to the number of bonds formed by any atom is equal to the number of electrons required to complete the octet. Very simple idea. For any element, if we know the electronic configuration of that element, so we can easily say that the number of electron, the number of bond formed by any atom, can we tell theoretically? Yes. How? So very simple idea. The number of bond formed by any element is equal to the number of electron required to complete the octet. So see here, to complete the octet, how many electrons required for carbon? 4 electrons. So we can say carbon will form 4 bonds, and it is called as tetravalency. So we can say, see, let us take example. So suppose this is the carbon, and we are doing we are writing hydrogen. Suppose we are writing hydrogen here. Hydrogen is having one electron. So how many hydrogen will be required here? 4 hydrogen, because one this will overlap this side, another hydrogen will overlap this side, one hydrogen will overlap this side, and one hydrogen will overlap this side. Now let us bring out overlapping and let us form the bond. So see, I will write here, we can say, first draw some slightly larger circle for carbon. So this is the carbon, suppose. This is the carbon. This side overlapping will take place for this hydrogen. So I can write this hydrogen and there are 2 dots. One dot from this hydrogen and another dot from this carbon. This will overlap this side and we can write like this. 1 dot from hydrogen, 1 dot from carbon. Right? Okay. Next one. This will overlap this side and we can write like this. Fine. Okay. And this will overlap this side and we can say like this. Fine. So this is how we have seen that by sharing of electron concept. Sharing of electron concept we have written like this, and it is very easy to understand. Now let us write this in a simple way, because our aim is to write this in the line structure. So let us remove the yes, one more important point I would like to say you. See, carbon can form bond with any element. Remember one very important point. Any element, right from hydrogen to onward, any element can form bond with any other element. Same element. Remember, any element or any atom, best to say, any atom can form bond with any other atom. For example, hydrogen can form bond with hydrogen, we can say, and we have seen that. But hydrogen form bond with other? Yes. Hydrogen form bond with any other element to complete its octet or its filled shell duet. That is a K shell. And by sharing of electrons, similarly, carbon can form bond with the carbon as well as other elements. So we will see that. Our aim is that only, to understand the carbon bond with the carbon. That will come under the 4 important property. Yes, that come under the 4 important property of the carbon. The first property will be catenation, we will see. Second property will be tetravalency of carbon. One more property will be the carbon-carbon. How many bond possible? Single bond, double bond, triple bond, like that. And fourth property will be very important. That will be the isomerism. So we will see that next point. But let us have a clear idea on this. See now. See. Let us avoid the circles. So I can write. See, I can write this carbon here. Right. This hydrogen I will write here. How many dots? 2 dots. Right. I can write. See, I can write. Okay. This hydrogen here I can write. And how many dots between this carbon and this hydrogen? 2 dots. Fine. One more point. This hydrogen I will write here. And how many dots? 2 dots. Right. And this hydrogen I will write here. And how many dots? 2 dots. This is called as dot structure. But remember, dot structure is not in use. It is for our understanding. While writing the chemical equation, the advanced part of this chemistry discussion, we have to write line structure, not the dot structure. So how to write line structure? See, write carbon, this carbon, write this carbon. So I am here writing carbon. So write H here, this H, and this H here, this H there, and this H here. Now see, how many dots between this carbon and hydrogen? You see, how many dots? This carbon and how many dots? 2 dots. Means 2 electrons. That is 1 bond. Right? Yes. It means 1 bond. Right? Right? Okay, fine. Next point. Next point. This carbon and hydrogen, how many? 2 electrons. So again 1 bond. This carbon and hydrogen, 2 electrons. Again 1 bond. And this here. So this is the line structure. This is the line structure. and this only the accepted structure, okay, line structure, and this is only the accepted structure of the in the chemistry. Got it? Fine. So this is the line structure. So this, and how I can write this simple way. How many elements? Two elements. Two types of elements. Carbon is there and hydrogen is also there. How many hydrogens are there? Four. So you write subscript 4. Right? So in this way we can say the carbon form how many bonds? 1, 2, 3, 4 bonds. So we can say number 1 point tetravalent. Tetravalent. Valent means valency. Tetravalent. So you will write here. So now let us go for compounds of carbon discussion. So we have seen this example. So there are 4 important properties of carbon. So first property is tetravalency, or we can say tetravalent. Tetravalency is the property. What is the meaning of this property? Single sentence meaning. We will try to understand in a single sentence. Forming the 4 bonds. You can see here. You can see here how it is formed and why it is formed. Yes, how it is formed? By sharing of electrons, by overlapping of orbitals. And why it is formed? To complete octet state or noble gas configuration. This is the reason behind that. So tetravalency means tetra means 4. Tetra means 4. Tetra means 4. Valency means bond. Valency means bond. So how many bond will be formed by carbon? 4 bond. It is clear now. It is very well clear. Carbon will always form 4 bond till and in any type of compounds. And question can be asked. So how many types of compound of the carbon present in the universe? Countless. We cannot count them. Even in human body, to take example of DNA. If you think about DNA, so the DNA can you imagine about the DNA length? You type in the Google and you ask the biology teacher. So whole DNA is composed of carbon chain. You think about the protein. You think there are 10,000 types of protein in human body. You talk about xylem, phloem, and plants, and many things are there. So carbon compounds have the, remember this, all these are carbon compounds. They form, every carbon form 4 bond. It is clear. Next point. Next point I will write here. So one point is clear before you. Carbon form 4 bond. Next point. Next point is, next very important point, and that is called as catenation property. Catenation. Catenation. Or simple catenation we will see. What is the catenation? Catenation means what? Catenation means, I will write here, self-linking. Self-linking of carbon. What is the meaning? Let us see. Let us see here. See, let us see here. Carbon, 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 carbon. And it is up to what? Endless. Very important word I have written. Endless. Endless. You know polythene bag. Polythene bag, we have polythene bag. It is this catenation. Continue carbon chain will form. Endlessness, it is depend on you when you want to end. Otherwise, it will continue. All the polymers, organic polymers, we will say what is organic polymer. Polymers means many molecules. Carbon. This is called as catenation. Remember, no other element in the periodic table show catenation as shown by carbon. If you say hydrogen, only this possible. I cannot write this. Impossible. Why? Because here hydrogen has 2 bonds. 2 bonds not possible. Impossible for hydrogen. So this is not possible. Okay. So very important point is carbon can form self-linkage. Means for capacity or the property of forming the bond with the same atoms, carbon, carbon. How many? Countless. We cannot count them. We cannot stop them if we don't want. Okay, so this is what the catenation. Third point is multiple bond formation, or simply we can say carbon can form carbon carbon single bond, form carbon carbon double bond, and carbon carbon triple bond. Very important point. No other element in the periodic table can show this property. Element either will form triple bond just like in nitrogen. Elements can, but only two nitrogens are possible. But carbon can form triple bond, double bond, and single bond. And our discussion under this topic will be this only, right? And fourth property is what? Fourth property will be isomerism. And this is a new word for you all. No problem, we will learn this. This is the fourth property, important property of carbon, that is called as isomerism. What is the isomerism? I will try to convey in a single sentence. Just remember this point. Isomerism is the property or ability of the carbon to form various type of branches. Very simple. The property of a carbon to form more than, simply we can say the property of a carbon to form more than one structure. Very simple idea. Is called as isomerism. The property of a carbon to form more than one structure from one formula is called as isomerism. So all these four properties we will discuss one by one. And we will try to understand this. Okay, right? Now see, to understand this concept, let us take this tetravalency. And catenation also, and we will try to understand this. So now, what is tetravalency? So this carbon can form four bonds like this, right? Yes. Like this. To understand the tetravalency concept, if you see the let us say example of carbon dioxide. We know, we are listening this word since long time. Carbon dioxide. I can write the formula CO2. But how it is formed? That is the question. How it is formed? Let us go for that. So see how it is formed. So let us draw carbon first. Let us draw carbon and write how many electrons are there? 4 electrons in its last shell. Let us draw oxygen. Oxygen 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Here one more oxygen. Let us draw. Okay, right. And right here oxygen 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Right. So now let us imagine. Let us think. There are only 4 electrons in the carbon valence shell, and it needs 4 more electrons. Therefore, carbon will form 4 bonds. Already we have discussed. There are 6 electrons in the oxygen valence shell here. Therefore, oxygen will require 2 electrons for sharing. So these 2 electrons of oxygen and these will share with each other. These 2 and these 2 will share with each other, and we can write, see here, this is the oxygen, this is the carbon, and this is the oxygen. So oxygen, carbon. So this here, right? These 2 out of 6, 2 under sharing with the carbon, and these 2 are with the sharing this oxygen. Okay, and here this side 2 from carbon, okay, and 2 from oxygen, and this will come like this. So how we can draw this? Draw carbon, oxygen. Just remove the circles 4 dots means double bond.